Mic check 1 2 1 2. What's good, YouTube? Y'all know what it is, man. It's your boy Tank be chopping, back with another haircut video. Check it out, man. This is the first time I cut this guy's hair right now. He called me up on this day, said, man, I need a haircut. I said, man, come through, I got you. Came into the shop. He had just cut off all his hair. He said he had long hair on top and he ain't like the way it looked, so he wanted me to, to fix him up. So he wanted to trim the top a little bit. His hair was still kind of crazy from his long hair. When you have longer hair and you let it lay down a certain way, sometimes when you cut it off, your hair is laying weird. It takes a while for your hair to lay back down normally. So he ain't like that the way his hair was laying, so he wanted me to trim it just a little bit. So I hit him up with a number 7 on top. I am using my Stylecraft and 360 GZ clipper, and I'm going over the top, and y'all gonna see me go over the top a good amount of times. Once again, like I said, his hair was going a bunch of different ways. So when you have hair growing in different directions, you gotta go different ways with it to make sure you get it all down to a certain length. And sometimes you might even have to hit it with a different guard, a shorter guard or a longer guard at times, to make it all look even. So I just want to put that out there just so some of y'all know sometimes you are gonna have to manipulate the hair by using different guards and going across the grain, against the grain, with the grain, just trying to get it all down to that desired length. And once that is done, as y'all can see, I am taking my Stylecraft Saber trimmer. I'm setting in my initial bald guideline, as you can see. And FYI, guys, if y'all want to purchase these tools, you can go to stylecraftus.com. Use my discount code TANK10 on that website to save yourself some money. Y'all gonna have to excuse my voice, man. I just got back from the TX Barber Expo, and I was the host, so losing my voice a little bit. But nonetheless, man, check it out. As you can see, like I said, I'm balding out my client all the way around, setting in that initial guideline, taking everything else down, and we are gonna follow this up with the shaver here in a minute. If y'all new to the channel, make sure to like this video, subscribe one time for the one time. We always dropping videos, haircut videos, tutorials, unboxings, review, the whole 9, man. But now, as y'all can see, I am going in with my shaver. This is the Babyliss Pro foil shaver. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, this is my favorite shaver. I've used a lot of shavers in the game, and I just, for some reason, I always tend to keep going back to, this shaver. I just like the way it works. So if y'all do want to purchase this, you can go to fwbarbersupply.com. Use my discount code TANK10. I'm sure they got some Babyliss shavers on that website. But now that we're done with that, what I'm going to start doing is debulking the sides. So this is my number 4 guard, blending the sides down, and then I'm going to follow that up with the number 3. And as y'all can see, I'm not following the shape of the head. I'm not going into the top, where the head rounds, that parietal ridge area. I'm making sure I float my clipper off of the scalp once that happens. All right, now that is done, I'm actually going in with my clipper lever open, no guard on the clipper, as y'all can see, and I'm setting in my next guideline, coming up about 3/4 of an inch or so. And then once I have this guideline set in there, I'm gonna continue to close my lever little by little. So I'm at the halfway mark here, working my way halfway into this section, and then I'm gonna close my lever all the way and start attacking that bottom line. Now, I will be adjusting my lever a little bit throughout this section, just because sometimes you gotta adjust your lever a little bit to make sure that this section gets blended out and looks right. So as y'all can see, I am adjusting my lever, just doing some lever play in this section. If you don't know what lever play is, like I said earlier, it's basically just adjusting your lever. So that's what we're doing here to get this section nice and blended out. Once that is done, I'm gonna move on to my number 1 guard. Lever is open, setting in another section, and then I'm gonna close my number 1 guard and start attacking the bottom line in this section. Now, this isn't gonna get this line blended out completely, but it's gonna help soften it and lighten it up for when I come in with my half guard. And that is what I'm doing now. I have my half guard halfway open. And FYI, guys, as y'all can see, I am using the dub guards. So when you're using the dub guards, this half guard cuts a little longer, so you can actually go in with your lever all the way closed, and it'll help soften that line or get it out even. But I like to still come in with the clipper halfway open, just because it gives me a little bit of a safety net. I can kind of see what the hair is doing before I close it all the way. And since this was a new client, really wasn't sure how his hair blended, I wanted to make sure that I was being consistent and not doing too much. I wanted to make sure that I had it blended nice and neatly. So sometimes you have to take some precaution and attack the haircut different ways, especially when you're not familiar with the hair texture. And then as you can see, I am attacking the back part of this blend a little bit, just because he's got some darker areas in that section. So I want to make sure that, once again, like I said, I'm taking my time and trying to get these lines blended out. Then I'm gonna go back in with my clipper all the way open, doing a little bit of corner blending, because like I said, that half guard with the dub guards, it is a little longer, so sometimes closed, it doesn't necessarily transition all the way from the clipper open. So sometimes you have to go back in with the clipper all the way open and just do a little bit of detail work to get that all blended out. But as you can see, this detail work is really helping this part of the blend come together. Like the bottom part of the blend is looking on point. We still got some more work to do, but the bottom part of the blend is looking nice. Now I'm going in with my number 2 guard, and remember guys, we debulked with the number 4 and a number 3, so this number 2 should blend into that nicely. And once again, I'm not going into the shape of the head. Once we get to that parietal ridge, once the head starts to round, I'm floating my clipper out off of the scalp. So I went in with my clipper open with the 2 guard, and now I'm going in with it closed. And as you can see, we got some dark spots in the front part of the haircut, and that's fine. We're gonna go back in with our 1.5 guard here in a minute and really try to tie this all together. And here is my 1.5 guard. As you can see, I'm using the corner of my clipper because I don't want to take this blend any higher. I want it to be where I have it at. So I'm just using the corner, just trying to get rid of some of these dark spots and just make sure that we have a nice flawless blend. So now that that is done, I'm gonna go ahead and set up my lineup. As y'all see, I like to start off in the middle of my client's head and work my way over to the side that I was blending. So I started off in the middle, put in my initial guideline with my trimmers, and then I'm working my way all the way over to the vertical bar. And then we're gonna hit up this vertical bar. Try not to push it back, but we're gonna try to give them a nice sharp line with the trimmer. And then we're gonna hit that C-cup. And that's why I like these gold sabers. Check how they do this C-cup, man. They got the C-cup on point. And then he did have a part in there that he wanted to put in there again, so that's what we're doing here. And you know, the sabers are really good for designs, line work, stuff like this. So I really enjoy using the sabers. Like I told you on one of my videos, these sabers are one of my go-to trimmers. So if you want to get these, once again, you can go to stylecraftus.com. Use my discount code TANK10 on that website to save yourself some money. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and start finishing off this haircut by applying the razor. This is my Masaki razor blade holder. This is the Katana razor blade holder. You can go to masakishears.com. Use my discount code TANK15 on that website. And I also have the link down in the description, so y'all make sure to check that out. But as you can see, I'm taking my time when I'm using this blade, making sure I can have everything nice and precise, nice and on point. We got that C-cup lined up. I did hit up the eyebrows a little bit, as you can see. And that's one thing that I like to do, man. You know, with my haircuts, you do get the eyebrows included if you want it. If you just ask your boy, like, hey Tank, you mind lining up my eyebrows? I will take care of the eyebrows as well. That is included with my services. So, some people charge a little more, but me personally, since I'm already charging a premium price, you know, I have this included. It's optional. If the client wants it, I'll do it, and if not, you know, I won't. But if you don't offer this in your services, you can always add an upcharge, maybe another $5 to do the eyebrows. But like I said, me personally, I have this included in my service. But now that that is done, we're gonna go ahead and start hitting up this part. And I'm gonna be honest, man, when I do designs and parts, I don't have the best razor work for those lines and parts, but I really try. And that's just something that I know I lack on, and that's just on me. You know, it's just something that I don't really practice and do a lot. So when it comes to me doing it, sometimes I don't do it the best. But y'all gonna see the finished product here in a minute, and y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments. All right, and as y'all can see, now we're doing the same thing to the opposite side, making sure we get that vertical bar nice and sharp, and then we're gonna hit this C-cup. Once again, taking our time, making sure that we're stretching the skin. That's really gonna help get that curve looking nice, sharp, and on point. And then after that, we're gonna finish off by doing the top edge up, the front line up, making sure we hit that up with the razor as well. Y'all know how we doing it over here, man. Just putting these finishing touches on this haircut, making sure we got everything on point. Let's go. Alright, man, but check it out. This is the finished product. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this haircut in the comment section. If y'all like this video, please make sure to smash that like button. Also, if you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe one time for your boy. Remember, guys, if you're in the Houston, Texas area and want a haircut from your boy, you can go to my website, tankbechopping.com. You can book there. Also, if you want any discount on tools, you can go to fwbarbersupply.com. Use my discount code TANK10, or you can use the links down in the description and use my discount codes down in the description as well. But that's basically it for this video, YouTube. I appreciate y'all for watching. Until next time, let's go.